The first roads around Cedar Lake were built in the late 1700s, 190 years ago. Now, more than ever, people who live in this area need to get in and out of their communities. But in 190 years, little if anything has changed as far as the roads go. Yes, the roads have been widened, and there are ditches, large, deep, and almost totally useless. Many equally ineffective and poorly installed culverts have been laid. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of gravel and stone have been deposited on the road surface over the years, only to disappear deep, deep into the soft, wet soil underneath, because there's no solid foundation to stop it. Today's modern, sophisticated, and extremely expensive vehicles were designed to operate on all-weather surfaces, not rickety dirt roads. And these vehicles are equally expensive to repair. Yet year after year, we are forced to operate them on roads little better than they were when they were first laid down. And every year, we are forced to spend thousands of hard-earned dollars on repairs and adjustments to our vehicles. Repairs that are necessary solely because we have no choice but to use these roads. But it's not just our vehicles we have to worry about. Every year, as we watch our roads fall apart yet again, we worry whether emergency vehicles such as ambulances and heavy fire trucks will be able to get to us on time, or at all. We are no longer self-sufficient farmers and woodsmen who need to leave the area only a few times a year. Those days are gone. Today, we are a community of commuters who must rely on these roads every day to get to work, go to school, shop, or visit a doctor. We must rely on these roads every day of our lives. Those who only drive on these roads in the summer may think that the hard, almost pavement-like quality of our roads leaves little to complain about. However, the hard, smooth surfaces of sun-baked clay betray little of what lurks should a good day's rain or snow happen to fall. Drive down these roads 24 hours after a major storm, or any time between late fall and late spring, and you're almost sure to find deep, frozen channels constantly trying to take over your steering, bottomless pits ready to rip out your oil pan, sunken trenches over poorly installed culverts, and always, virtually impassable quagmires of mud, water, and potholes covering the entire road surface. The Ham government has made a significant investment in road maintenance, as our MLA, Richard Hurlbert, has ensured that his constituency got at least its fair share. The Yarmouth Roads Committee has done a great job of helping to prioritize road work in the area. We recognize the improvements made to the Richmond Road, the Hardscratch Road, and the Brazil Lake Gardeners Mill Road. But residents living on these roads had one big advantage that we never had. These roads were paved to begin with, and driving on them, even in their horrible, unimproved condition, was an order of magnitude better than anything we have ever experienced. The residents of these paved roads pay the same tax rate as us. The population density along these roads is no greater than ours, and they were not required to pay for the paving costs. So why are their roads paved while ours are not? It is simply unacceptable that any citizen of this province should have to put up with roads like this, year after year, decade after decade. Now that the worst paved roads in the area have been repaired, it's our turn. Now that we are in the 21st century, it's time the residents living in the area of Cedar Lake were at least brought into the 20th century. It's time these roads were paved.